Good morning, guys. We are very early today. I was already at the university before 7 a.m. I had my breakfast. It's really hot, but it's relaxing morning. Had my coffee, iced coffee nowadays. Those drinks with iced. Okay, we cannot tolerate hot anymore during this hot climate change weather. And so all seemed well in the morning. We had some last experiment day for advanced physics class, advanced physics lab, and then we do have oral exam before showing this video. We do have oral exams for my students, all of them, and yeah, I think all of them passed the oral exam, and some of them did well during the oral practical exam. And so they're in a celebratory mode. We're just completing the data sheet. They're completing the data sheet. So that's why we are just kind of relaxed in this classroom. By the way, all of them said that it's okay to take video. So I have my permission from my students, and some of them are waving here in the video. I told them I don't like, but yeah, it's okay, sir. I guess they're just happy. Okay, all seemed well until I went out to buy some lunch. I was carrying my heavy bag, my super bag, and a heavy low book as a study. And I was rushing and walking very, very fast. At some point, I was actually eating while walking. So look at this. I was eating. I'm kind of used to it because of the busy schedule of being a professor and a teacher and a law student. So I have to maximize my time. And so when I arrived in the faculty room, I felt really tired, sleepy, fatigue, some dizziness symptoms. It's just, it felt like I'm having a feverish symptoms. So I wasn't able to give a lecture properly. I was rushing it up, my lecture classes, although it's online. I was just inside the faculty room. And we did have some consultation online with my students for their grades. So it took a lot of time as well, but I couldn't figure out what's wrong with me. And I was telling my student, guys, I'm not feeling well. And then, so I gave them an alternative task. The good thing, I'm always prepared with this scenario, whether online or face-to-face. I always have backup as a teacher, as a prof in physics. I always have backup, so it's always ready. So my courses can run without me. I'll just give them some instructions. But yeah, I was just tired the whole afternoon and just staying in the faculty room and waiting for the next class, which is law. Studying while waiting for our professor. And finally, time to go home. Finally. It was a very, very tiring day. Hello guys, good evening. So I arrived home late at night today and I'm very, very tired. So I was just processing what happened to me during lunchtime. I felt dizzy and I felt like I'm having a I can't understand it. Maybe like a headache, like parang feverish, parang trangkaso na hindi ko maintindihan. And for some reason, back pains. So I'm not sure if it's still related to heat exhaustion. But it seems like maybe I'm also lifting heavy bags and messenger bag. So now I have here heat exhaustion as defined in cdc.gov, so you can find this online. So heat exhaustion is the body's response to an excessive loss of water and salt, usually through excessive sweating. Heat exhaustion is most likely to affect the elderly, people with high blood pressure. I'm sure I'm not these two, and those working in a hot environment. So maybe in my case, I was walking around fast, and then my body is generating internal heat, no? Your heart, every part of your body is exhausted already because of the too much heat, and your body cannot release this heat because the environment itself is very hot. It's already, that time it's already 41 to 42 degrees, so it's really really hot. So the body that I'm generating, it's warming my body. Okay, and the symptoms as stated here in CDC include headache, nausea, dizziness, weakness, irritability, thirst, heavy sweating, elevated blood body temperature, and decreased urine output. I think I've experienced headache. Yeah, I think some form of nausea. I don't know what nausea actually is. Maybe I can search it later. Dizziness, a little bit, medyo ano ako. Hindi naman sobrang hilo-hilo, pero I could be. And then eto, nangihina talaga ako. It's like I don't understand what I'm feeling. Irritable, definitely, and yeah, of course, thirsty, and heavy sweating. And you know, we're wearing this barong and innerwear here, so it's an added insulation that prevents your body from regulating the temperature. So it's not good if we are in a tropical country to be wearing barong and then innerwear. So maybe that's some form of consideration, because we cannot avoid to go out to eat, to buy some food. And with this clothing and also the type of person, I'm the type of person that I walk a lot, and I walk very fast. It's like an exercise walk all the time. So I generate a lot of heat in my body. So I think that's my problem. I need to slow down a bit and maybe avoid carrying heavy bags and heavy load next time, starting tomorrow. I don't want to feel that same feeling again. I've experienced that when I walk from MRT station to RTC Makati, and also on Sunday I've experienced that doing my morning walk. So I think we should avoid that. So there are some first aid here stated in CDC. Okay, so take worker to a clinic or emergency. In my case, I wasn't, I think I was able to handle it. I actually was able to conduct my classes in the afternoon. I have 2 classes in the afternoon from 1:30 to 6. But I dismisses them early. We do have some consultations, and I give a little lecture, but I dismiss them early because I really cannot tolerate. I felt irritable, I felt tired. I just can't understand how I felt the whole afternoon. But the whole afternoon I was just staying in the faculty room. I was resting really and cooling down. Nagpapahinga lang. Because I can't handle it, because in the evening I still have law class, and I was able to pull it through during the law class. I wasn't cold, so that's a good thing, because I cannot focus to study during my breaks in the afternoon, and even during lunchtime I cannot study properly because I'm not feeling well. So that's it. I hope you try to avoid these instances now. So avoid going out during the high sunrise, during maybe around 10 to 3 p.m. Avoid going out because the temperature is quite high. It's around 41 to 42. I hope it gets lower in a few days or weeks. And of course, drink a lot of water, and try to not to exhaust by exerting too much. Like, try to just wear light clothes and do not bring lots of things, especially for students. Now they have a lot of books. Maybe you can bring it some other time, or maybe just leave it at home, yung books. And perhaps try to avoid going out. So pagpasok na yung school, then palabas na ng school na, hapon na. So maybe you can do that to avoid these kinds of experiences. Like, maybe my experience is heat exhaustion. So ayan guys, that's it for today. I hope you have a healthy days ahead. Okay, try not to expose yourself to exhaustion and heat, too much heat. That's it for tonight. I'm really tired. I feel like I'm dying. No, not dying, but sleepy. Like, my back is okay. It's really a bit painful, and my body, the whole back. I don't understand. So I can only think of the possible reason that is heat exhaustion after this lunchtime. That's it for today. Really tiring day. Choose. Bye bye.